Hi, my name is Amy Moffat. I'm a nutritional therapy practitioner, and today I'm going to teach you how to make yogurt using raw milk. It is really easy. As you can tell, I'm just using one hand today because I had surgery on my collarbone yesterday. So it's very simple. It only really takes a few steps. What you'll need today is 1 quart of raw milk. I've already measured out my milk. I use milk from Redmond Heritage Farm Store. That's close to me, but you can use any local raw milk for you. I'm using the cultures that will culture and make yogurt from Cultures for Health. So they come in little packets, so 1 packet is good for 1 quart of milk. You'll also need some glass sterilized jars to culture the yogurt in. You'll need a spoon and saucepan, and some way to measure the temperature, so any thermometer will work as well. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is actually just pour our raw milk into our saucepan and heat it up to 160 degrees. It's good to keep stirring it while it's heating to make sure it doesn't scald the bottom. Now for this quart of milk, we're actually heating it to 160 degrees because we need a starter batch. This batch, we only want the cultures from Cultures for Health actually fermenting the dairy. It gives it a more predictable texture, and it allows us to have a batch of yogurt with just that bacteria in it. If we only cultured this to about 110 degrees, it would leave a lot of the natural bacteria in it, which is fine for later batches. Our first batch just needs to be heated a little bit more. So it looks like we're almost there. Yep, so we can remove it from heat. Okay, once our milk has cooled to about 110 to 113 or 14 or so, that's fine. Let's see if it's close. Yeah, it's around 112. We can actually go ahead and add our cultures. So we're going to use 1 little pack for a quart. We're just going to dump this whole culture in, this whole packet in. And it's just going to be a little powder. Get it all in there. And you're stirred in. Once it's all stirred in, you're going to take your glass jar. Oops. Let's make sure this is out of the way. You can take a glass jar and just pour that in. This is definitely not made for right-handed people. Oh my! Got most of it in. And we're just going to loosely cover this and then keep it at 110 degrees to 112 degrees for 24 hours. So I actually use my dehydrator, which I really love because it's so multi-use. Really what I do is just set the temperature, and then it keeps whatever's inside at that temperature. There's a fan, and I don't want my yogurt to dehydrate, so I'm just going to cover it loosely, make sure that it's covered. So I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to close the lid. And then I just set the temperature, which is 110 to 112. Then I'm going to set the timer for 24 hours. And at the end, I have my yogurt. I'm going to let it sit for maybe 30 minutes before putting it in the fridge. Just helps with the texture.